Okay, we're going to talk about angelic and demonic non-determinism. So the idea here is, suppose we wanted to add a non-deterministic choice operator, like a non-deterministic, let's call it or, to the big step semantics for statements. So if we go and look at the big step semantics for statements, you can see here that there is no non-determinism here. So here, if you have an assignment, there's only one thing you can do, which is return a new state that is updated so that the x points to the value of a. If you get a skip, there's only one rule in the whole list here that says anything about skip. And so there's only one rule you can apply when you see a skip. When you see a semicolon, again, there's only one rule that can be applied, so there's no non-determinism in there. Now, it may appear that there's non-determinism in the if because we have two different rules for if, but one is if the condition is true, and the other is if the condition is false. So those rules are not really non-deterministic. They're determined by the value of the Boolean expression. While similarly might look non-deterministic, but again, it's based on the value, the Boolean value. So there is no non-determinism in this rule set because at any time there's only one rule that can be applied. So if we go back here and suppose now that we want to extend the statement language so that statements, they still have, assignments and skip and everything else, if and sequencing if and while. And now we add an S1 or S2. And so first of all, in the book, he says this is a bounded non-deterministic operator. Why is it bounded? Well, because remember that our programs can only ever be finitely long. So since programs, or since any well-formed statement is of finite size, there can only be a finite number of ors. Oh gosh, what is that? Number of or constructs. So that's what we mean when we say bounded, is that you can only get finitely many. We could add some kind of thing that would allow unbounded or infinitely many ors, but that would be something that would be quite difficult to actually implement. So what's the idea of this war statement? I mean, the idea is that the evaluator can choose which of S1, comma, S2 to evaluate. So what good is it? Well, you can do something like you can do a coin flip. So, for example, you could write some code that said, okay, like coin gets the value of 0, or coin gets the value of 1. The idea is that if this piece of code executes, you don't know which one of these two statements is going to be executed.